Welcome everyone to today's pick a card, or should I say pick a deck reading. So today is for those of you who are currently in a no contact or maybe a low contact situation and want some clarity. So we'll see what the current energy is in this situation, how they're feeling, and see if you will hear from them again and what's to come in the future. So I did lay out a deck for each group so you can use your intuition to decide which reading is for you. We will also be laying out a crystal for each group. So this is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. For group number 1, we have this lepidolite. For group number 2, we have fluorite. For group number 3, we have jasper. All right. Again, group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. Pause the video if you need more time. Timestamps and chapters are below, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, group number 1, to your reading. Before we get started today, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What's going on with this no contact situation for group number 1? So let's just get the current energy here so you can verify this is your reading, this is your group, this is your situation we're looking into today. What is the current energy with this no contact situation? What's going on with the other person? What has happened here? We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you, not all of you, but will be, maybe you're dealing with an earth sign. The earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If not, something this can indicate someone maybe who's a little bit materialistic or just more into money, more into their work. Sometimes the King of Coins in reverse can show someone who's a little bit arrogant, small-headed. You know what, let's get some more information here. And then we have the Magician in reverse. When this shows up in reverse, oftentimes this is someone that just isn't putting in the effort, that isn't putting in the work to make things work with you. You know, they're not trying hard, it really seems. So that could be something maybe some of you called out. Maybe, you know, you recognize that you felt like they weren't, this card flipped out, they weren't giving you what you needed, especially with the Nine of Cups flipping out when I was about to say that. Maybe you realize they're more self-focused, or they just weren't willing to put in the work, or not as much as you were, and you weren't feeling satisfied. Or again, this could be them feeling that way is too. Maybe two people feeling a little stubborn and wanting different things. And I kind of get the sense, even if there's this energy, maybe there hasn't been proper communication about what's working, what's not, or what you're feeling, and that's really leading to some confusion and wondering why aren't they talking, or why did they pull away? Now we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. This card can indicate an exchange of words, perhaps, that was, you know, maybe a little cold or aggressive or mean, or this can even be lack of communication too. We have air sign energy coming through now, so that would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Yeah, this energy, the Knight of Swords can come in really quick. You know, maybe this person like showed a bunch of interest, was all, you know, moved things along quickly, and then all of a sudden they pulled back just as quickly. or out of nowhere, maybe even. Wow, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have all these reversals. The Knight of Wands in reverse, too. So this could be someone, again, with this, two of these Knights, these two together is making me think hot and cold energy. Hot and cold energy, very confusing, not communicating right, not putting in the effort that you're wanting. And we even have another court card right underneath that. So a lot of air energy. But again, a lot of times too, the King of Swords in reverse shows up in my readings when there's no contact. So that makes sense here. But we have fire energy coming through as well. So I know it's annoying when tarot readers say like every sign showing up, but it is a general reading and we do have a lot. We don't have the water sign showing up really, but we have the earth energy, the air energy, and also now we're seeing fire energy coming through Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But yeah, this is improper communication, lack of communication, hot and cold energy. Sometimes the Knight of Wands energy in reverse can be a little bit of a player energy, kind of dragging you along, a little self-focused, self-absorbed energy. Okay, Spirit, what does this person on group number one's mind, what are they wanting right now? Like what's going on with them? What are they wanting with group number one, if anything? Justice in reverse. Again, with that energy of not wanting to put in the efforts. And also the energy of not feeling like things are fair. Like there's something they feel like they're not getting out of this, or they're not wanting to put into this connection. Ace of Coins in reverse. I'm just looking. Not every card in this deck is in reverse. They're all coming out in reverse here for you. That's really interesting. Wow. But again, this is not wanting to invest the time or the energy into this connection right now. There could be some issues going on with them that has to do with finances or work, especially the King of Coins being the very first card that came out. Ace of Coins, maybe they lost some money or they're worried about money or something with work and they're just really wanting to focus their time and their energy on that. But also the Ace of Coins in reverse could be like just not wanting to invest their resources, which is their time themselves, into your connection. Why is this, Spirit? Seven of Wands here in reverse. They may have felt like their boundaries were crossed at some time. Like, I feel like there's someone who really wants their space. Like, definitely there's some energy of an avoidant attachment style here. When you get really close, they kind of tend to pull away. Tell us more, please. Wow, the moon in reverse, all of these reversals. What is this moon in reverse about? This might be something coming to light. What came to light? What is this moon? The Three of Swords in reverse. There could have been something from the past that was revealed, a past heartbreak or past traumas, maybe came up in conversation for a few of you, and that could have kind of pulled them away and had them pull away. The one card that's upright, the Fool card. But yeah, there could have been something. Maybe they could have disclosed something to you too, and this could have made you feel like, oh wow, I feel really close to them in this moment. This is great, but that closeness scared them or pulled them away. This can also just be resurfacing of stuff that came up for them because they were close to people in the past. They let people in the past, and that closeness made them pull away too. And then we have the Fool card up right here. I feel like there's someone they really value novelty and newness, and maybe that's another thing why they're not really like staying in contact. They're like, what else is out there? Are there new things to try, new people to meet, new things to do? I think there's someone that just yeah, seems to be avoided, not ready to commit. Let me make sure these are all in frame. I'm sorry, I should have done that already. Just move the bottom row over a slight. I guess we don't really have. Let's get the oracle out now. What does group number 1 need to know? 2 from this deck that came out. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Yeah, I feel like this person really portrayed themselves to want something more than they really do. Again, like, but maybe they felt that in the moment. And they have this need for novelty. They pull away when there's closeness, you know. So I think they came off a certain way. And I feel like Spirit wants you to know that. I feel like there's someone who needs to do some more healing work and maybe process some stuff. But ultimately, they might just not be ready for anything more than that surface level stuff right now. And your spirit guides are saying, stay optimistic. You know, don't let this situation make it think it's about you. So a lot of times when people pull away, we think it's all about us, but really it's their pattern, it's their routine. This is not the same exact energy as the story I just heard recently on Jillian on Love. There was Stephanos, I believe is his name. I can't remember his last name, but he's like a love coach, and some of you may know him from social media. But he had a pattern, you know, that was toxic in relationships, and something came up. They're like, it's not the partner's fault, you know. It's not like because you did something or they don't like you that they pulled away. It's just part of their pattern and they're unhealed. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here, even though there's different reasons. I won't even get into what they talked about in that podcast because I don't see that here for your person. But I think they're just not ready, and they're dealing with patterns in their life. I think they have a pattern of pulling people in or getting close and then pulling away and seeking novelty with people. And it's not about you. It doesn't mean you're not enough, you're not worthy, or you weren't chosen. So stay optimistic about your love life, Spirit's saying, that it's not your fault. You are amazing, and it's nothing really about you. Tell us more, please. Yeah, this person's very emotionally guarded, doesn't let people in. And then on the bottom we have strings, which is in reverse. It's like, you know, no strings attached, but yeah, they're not attached there. They're not able to let people in. They just are able to scratch the surface here. Their heart is very guarded. This really makes sense. And they're really only capable at this time, it seems, to have like a no strings attached type connection. They don't seem ready to have that intimacy, that true depth of relationship here. Yeah, Spirit's calling you to step back. And also that's what they did, right? Mm-hmm. Step back. What else, Spirit? Any advice or guidance or anything you want group number 1 to hear right now or know about this situation? Your mind, your body, your soul. Yeah, I think Spirit's calling you to take a step back from this connection and work on yourself, your own mind, your body, and soul, because ultimately we can't change other people. On the bottom of the deck we have your soul notes, but we can't change other people, but we can change and heal ourselves. And maybe there's our own pattern here. Maybe we tend to be attracted to people who are unavailable, who are guarded like this. Yeah, that's something to think of. So we can focus on ourselves, our own healing, our own mindset. And I feel like Spirit's like, your soul knows. It knows deep down, maybe this isn't it for you, and there's more. And look at all these angel numbers coming through for you, group number 1. 22, 33, wow. I really do feel like there is an opportunity for love, you know. We're saying stay optimistic. There is something coming for you. But our mind, our body, our soul, like especially our body, our soul tells us things through our body, and our body knows before our mind does when something's not right. And maybe this situation, I feel like for some of you, might be dysregulating your nervous system, making you feel anxious. And that's, and I feel like when something's right for you, you'll feel regulated, you'll feel good. And maybe if you feel like you're always dysregulated, that's something to work on before you get into partnership. What else, Spirit? A limiting belief. Okay. Yeah, there could be some limiting beliefs around love that's keeping you trapped. Again, this could be also their energy because we're still reading theirs, but this is more. Wow. And then we have trauma on the bottom, which is another 33 here. Let's move these over a tiny bit. But I think there are some limiting beliefs around love and relationships, and it's linked to past trauma. And again, we got that energy that there is some trauma or something from the past that is currently affecting this person from opening their heart. But this could also be spirit calling you too to work on yourself, to work on your healing, any limiting beliefs you may have about love. When we transform our mind and our beliefs, we can transform our lives. And then we have here hope. Don't give up hope on love. Again, remain optimistic. This is not about you, this person and how they're acting. This is something that's a pattern of theirs and something they need to heal and work on, and that's on them, not you. So Spirit wants you to focus on yourself, be positive, and have hope. And catch your thoughts. You might be like, this always happens to me. That's a limiting belief. Or I'll never find love. That's a limiting belief. That's not true. So have hope. And I love that number 41 is with hope, because 41 is linked to the Ace of Cups, which is new love. So have hope. Great love is on the way for you. You are not trapped. You are not stuck. You're not too old. It's not too late for you. You are lovable. You are enough. You are worthy. All right. So in terms of will you hear from them again, I think that's possible. But they're not going to be willing to give you what you want from this connection. And it's also possible maybe you won't hear from them because, again, they seek that novelty. But I think for some of you, they might end up reaching out, but I don't see this going anywhere. Again, unless there's a lot of healing done and maybe in the distant future, but the energy I'm reading for now, I do not see that. All right, group number 1. So I hope this gave you some clarity and insight into your current situation. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you all so much for being here. If you did get value from this reading, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can always check out my offerings and do that at kittyrising.com. I'll link that down below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 1. I love you. Welcome, group number 2, to your reading. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides, for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. Maybe some of you feel ghosted. Let's get some clarity for you. So we're going to start off and get some cards for the current energy, like what's been going on, what's going on with this person's energy. So this can really confirm this is the reading for you. But let's see, Spirit, what's going on with this no contact situation for group number 2? What's been going on? Tell us about this person. We have the Page of Pentacles. Perhaps you're dealing with an earth sign. That doesn't mean this isn't for you if you're not, but the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For some of you, this could be someone younger, maybe just a little bit more naive or immature in a way. They could be someone who's really focused on school, on work. Some of you might have met them online. Let's see. Tell us more. I feel like this is someone who might get easily distracted. See, like he's on the computer, should be working, but I feel like he's like looking at the people around him. Maybe this is someone like that. A lot of distractions going on, or they're easily distracted. Tell us more. The moon in reverse. Something could have come to light recently. What is the moon in reverse referring to? Cards here. The Four of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups. Interesting that I'm getting this from these cards. Was there something with like insomnia or not sleeping a lot, or I don't know what that has to do with it, but maybe that means something to you. The Knight of Cups here. So this could be a water sign as well, some water energy coming through. You have like Pisces, but we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's this energy that there was romantic involvement here, emotional connection. I think this person's definitely still thinks of you, even if they haven't been in contact. They could have been going through something on an emotional level themselves with the moon in reverse. Something this could be mental health stuff or going through a rough cycle. And with the Four of Swords here, yeah, I just feel like they're not really rested. Something's been going on, maybe distracted by work or something here. But I feel like you're still on their mind. So why aren't they contacting group number 2? Four of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna get a lot of cards today. Why aren't they contacting group number 2? For some of them, they may be having problems at home, maybe even some issues with their mother or some feminine figure in their life. Some of them may have another, like, I say another woman, I don't mean to assume anything about you watching, but they could have a woman in their life or a feminine energy in their life that maybe they're still healing from or moving on from, something that didn't work out. And that could be kind of preventing them from going all in with you or communicating with you. There's something from the past here, a breakup with the Four of Wands in reverse, broken home or a breakup, or just things not working out. Tell us more, please, Spirit. Four of Cups. Got a lot of 4 energy coming through. 3 fours. Yeah, look at this. It's like they're just laying here disinterested, unhappy, not reaching out, not taking action. What's going on with them? 10 of Swords. Yeah, there's something painful going on. A little bit of pain, something that's been keeping them stuck. But I feel like they seem like they could be actively trying to free this energy, but they're still hurt or hung up or stuck by something or someone in the past. Again, for some of them, this is an ex, like, or maybe someone they're currently ending things with, or they were broken up with. And it seems to be a feminine energy, but there also could be trouble at home or issues with their family or their mother here too. I think for most of you, this would probably be someone that they're grieving on like a romantic level. That's making them, maybe just not feel great, not wanting to communicate with you, not fully ready to open up to you. It's kind of keeping them stuck. It's really in their head right now. And because of that, they're not seeing the opportunities around them, which is, you. Tell us more. What's going on? We have the Strength card in reverse. Yeah, they're kind of going through it. But Spirit wants you to know they will be moving past this, but I think they're just kind of going through it right now. Kind of feeling worn out, especially with the Strength in reverse coming right underneath the Four of Swords in reverse. Just feeling burnt out, unrested, like needing to take care of themselves right now, like just not having the strength to or the energy to put towards you or other people in general right now. I think they're working on themselves and trying just to make life better because I feel like things have been a little stormy, a little rocky, and they're working on transitioning into happier times here. They could be even some of them could be traveling or planning travel or planning on moving or something here. Five of Cups, yeah. Yeah, they're going through some sadness and some grief, and honestly, it doesn't seem to be related to, let's see though, yeah. I feel like I was really picking up on that it could be someone else's energy that they were grieving, but a few of you'll know, they're grieving you. Something happened, some falling out here, something didn't work out with you guys, and they're grieving you. Feeling sad that it didn't work out, wishing things could be better. Because look, we have the Knight of Cups here with the Six of Swords. They could be really grieving you, for some of you. And you'll know if this is the case as if, maybe you were the one that cut things off, or maybe some deception or something came to light that they did and they regret it and they feel bad about it. And they're kind of struggling with that and feeling upset about that. Maybe they had their eyes on someone else and that made you upset and you said something. We have the Death card in reverse here. Yeah. They're not ready to let go fully. Let go of you or let go of this other energy that picking up on. So I don't think they're moving. Because I was picking up with the Six of Swords, I was like, maybe there's something with travel for some of them. I don't think there's something here with they're just leaving town and that's why they're not talking to you. I don't think it has anything to do with that. But it's yeah, this person might be still thinking about you, wanting things to work out for you, but there's also this energy that they don't really want to change. They don't really want to change. Maybe you requested change, or maybe they don't want to change their ways. And then we have the Eight of Wands here in reverse. And I feel like you're definitely on their mind, but as of now, it doesn't look like they're going to reach out, even though they're thinking of you. And, I think there's some regrets on their end. Regrets that they did something to hurt you, or that things ended with you, or regrets that they're not fully open to something with you because they're still hung up on something from the past or still healing from something from the past. I feel like there is some regret, some feeling bad about that, but they don't seem like they're going to be communicating. And this is the current energy. I think we said some astrology signs, but we have the earth energy coming through, especially Taurus, water energy coming through, some Libra energy, Leo, Scorpio. I'm gonna make sure these are all in frame. Maybe we can just switch that out a little bit. Tell us more, please, Spirit. What does group number 2 need to know? All right, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay. This person does want to reconcile. And it seems like at this time they're not reaching out, but I feel like there's this message coming through that if you want this, maybe you can be the one to message first or give it some time. I think they're grieving and healing in some sense, and There is energy here that there could be reconciliation, that they will reach out. One more of these. We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Interesting. See this unicorn in a like a cage, or in a, I don't know, a cage is the right word. Enclosure. It does kind of make sense in the sense that this person seems like they're going through it and they're trying to get control back of their life. I think Spirit's saying, because I don't think they're going to communicate with you like right now, like, in this current energy. I think they need to free themselves of the grief they're going through, or the patterns they've been doing, or the behaviors they've been doing that have led to your no contact, low contact situation. I think they need to work on that. And when they are freed of whatever's been holding them back, then I feel like there's this energy that they could really want to reconcile and reach out to you. But some of you, Spirit's really like saying maybe it's time to free yourself of this person. Maybe it's time to do that, to clear yourself of their energy and give them the space they need to heal, to grieve, to move forward from this, whatever's been keeping them stuck. And some of them could even have like addiction issues in some sense. I'm not saying this will be every single person, I'm not diagnosing everyone, but a lot of times the strength in reverse, sometimes this can be. Maybe for some of you, maybe they have an addiction to porn, or for drinking, or something that you or just aren't in line with, and maybe that caused some behavior that wasn't great, and maybe they have some shame with that, and maybe that's something they need to work on. And I feel like there's, well, no matter what it is, there's something they seem to need to work on their own time. And I feel like your spirit guides are kind of like, okay, like let them do this. And I really do think there is chance that they're going to reach out in the future and want to reconcile, but that's up to you. Of course, use your discernment. A lot of them could be working on healing certain things within the family. We have that energy coming through. Let's get some more cards here. Tell us more, please. Memories. Yeah, they definitely still think of you a lot. We already got that. I know you guys had a lot of great memories, a lot of great times. We have fun coming out. It's coming reverse. Yeah, you guys had fun, great memories. And they definitely still think about that. I feel like there was a lot, great chemistry as well here. Oh, you know what the release your ex could really be confirming too? When we were talking about how they're still hung up on someone's energy, that they need to free themselves of their ex. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, that's coming through as well, that they need to do that before they're able to reconcile with you, or like have something with you, because you guys do have that chemistry. You guys have fun, great memories, but they're like still not fully available, and they need to release their ex. They need to heal family stuff too. Just heal the past. You can put that in. What else, Spirit, does group number 2 need to know here? Step back. It's interesting. This came out in another group. Yeah, maybe right now is the time to step back and let them heal, or oops, sorry, I moved the light. And release what they have to. What guidance, what messages do you have? What additional messages do you have for group number 2? 2 that want to come out here. Inspiration hunt. An unraveling. Yeah, I think the unraveling is a big thing here. You need to unravel the layers here. It's more complex than just like, do they like me or not? There's other things going on here. And with the inspiration, what I'm really drawn to in this card is like the waterfall, like an overflow of emotions. We have the 5 of Cups, 4 of Cups here. I just think there's emotional release, emotional healing, things that need to come to the surface. This person may have a wandering eye and like always looking to other people and other women or other men or just other people, I'll say. Um, Maybe that's something they need to unravel and heal as well. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, interesting. I think this person honestly does feel fond feelings for you, good feelings towards you. Oh, God, I'm like messing with all the lights. Sorry, on accident with my. They had good memories of you. They had fun. They're in awe of your beauty, of who you are. They just have some things they need to work through, it seems. And again, I feel like for some of you, they hurt you in some way. And they still really think fondly of you, but they need to heal and work on that, why they hurt you or why they did the things they did or why they're ghosting, why they aren't communicating, why they cheated, maybe even why they have a wandering eye, even though they care a lot about you. There's definitely strong, like really good emotions towards you, like really, that there's attraction and emotional connection I see for group number 2 in their person. But yeah, there's something else going on here. They need to free themselves from, work through. And it seems at this time I don't see communication, but I see them eventually reaching out. But of course, be up to you if you want to do that or not. But that concludes your reading, group number 2. I hope this gave you some clarity and insight into the situation that you're in. I hope you got value from this reading. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, kittyrising.com. That's linked below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 2. I love you. Welcome, group number 3, to your reading. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. Let's get some clarity, some insight for you today on your no contact, low contact situation. We're going to first get some cards to see the current energy, verify this is the right reading for you, Spirit. What's going on with this no contact situation? What's going on? Tell us. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's this energy of not feeling supported, not feeling seen, not feeling like things are working out, feeling defeated, feeling at a loss here. We have the Knight of Coins in reverse. So perhaps for some of you, this person is an earth sign, so they could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but they don't have to be. The Knight of Coins in reverse could be someone that's maybe just not investing their time in you, in this connection. They could be maybe really worried about money right now or something going on with work. Oh, this card definitely wants to come up. 2 of Cups. So there's this energy, like this person, I feel like this is their energy. For whatever reason, they didn't feel seen or supported, or maybe they're feeling upset that things haven't worked out the way they wanted. I feel like they do see you as someone they, want to partner with, or they feel like you're someone great. They think highly of you. I feel like 2 of Cups could be like going on a date, partnering up. Tell us more. What is this 2 of Cups now? Ace of Swords. Wow, they definitely think about you a lot. They think about you a lot. They think about being with you. But they might even feel like this is your energy. Maybe they feel like you're not able to invest in this relationship or showing up. Maybe there's something here. There wasn't a lot of communication about what the other wanted. But this could also be maybe this person is going through some financial stuff or some work stuff right now. Spirit, tell us more. Why isn't this person communicating with group number 3? Because they think fondly. Let's see. The hermit. Wow. Yeah, they're like in hermit mode. You might not be really talking to anyone right now. If you're worried about them being with another person, I don't think that's the case. Tell us more. I'll center these in a moment. The Fool in reverse. Okay, this person is kind of in solitude right now. They're keeping to themselves. We already knew that. I mean, they're not contacting, but I feel like in general, and it could be because of money issues. But I also see there could be really some fears here, some fear going on about reaching out with the Fool in reverse, fear of taking a chance, a fear of reaching out. This can also literally indicate foolish behavior. Maybe they did something foolish and they're a little ashamed of that. Okay, tell us more. Why aren't they reaching out? The Ten of Cups in reverse. Why is this Ten of Cups in reverse here? Five of Coins in reverse. Wow, the Five of Coins in reverse right under the Knight of Coins in reverse. Yeah, there really could be something, maybe even on a health level, mental health level, but something with money here, not having a lot of money, not having resources at this time, worrying about resources at this time. Sometimes the Five of Coins in reverse could be a missed opportunity. Ten of Cups in reverse could be feelings of not being supported. Oh, it's so interesting. The Six of Wands in reverse with the Ten of Cups in reverse underneath. Both of these cards can signify not having community support, not feeling supported, not feeling emotionally taken care of, emotionally supported. Sorry, I keep messing with these. I'll wait till we get more cards out to send for more. But yeah, not feeling emotionally supported, or like they could have. This could just be how they were before they even, got together with you or whatever it is you guys had. Um, but also, this could be maybe within your connection. They felt like they weren't being seen or supported or getting what they wanted emotionally. What is it? Tell us more. This is interesting. The Five of Swords in reverse. This could talk about what's coming through actually, like facing your demons. What is that about? But Five of Swords, this can be kind of bullying behavior, mean aggression, maybe a fight happened. And with the Two of Cups here, maybe that there was some words exchange or something happened between you guys, or maybe they felt you were really more dominant, or they were more dominant, or they felt like they didn't live up to your expectations, or they weren't good enough for you, or you got maybe they're like, yeah, there's something about like being one person being more dominant and then submissive and not feeling as seen or supported, or maybe like for some people, like if this is a masculine, I feel like maybe they felt like their masculinity was hurt or like emasculated in some sort of way. I don't know what could have happened to do that, but that could have happened when you were out on a date or when you guys were together. And maybe there's something that made them feel less than. It could have been because maybe they don't have as much money as they wanted and they wanted to provide or support, or maybe like you mentioned that you want a provider and they feel like they're just not it right now. And this can go for any gender, but that's like that masculinity, like hurt masculinity energy is what's coming through. And the Queen of Cups here, and then the Eight of Swords. So I feel like they're going to come out of this phase. I think they're kind of feeling hurt right now, feeling not good about themselves. But I feel like they're going to have this moment of clarity, or like when they're going to feel better emotionally, they're going to come out of that, you know, overcome the negative thoughts, limiting beliefs that they've been having that's been keeping them in no contact. So I definitely feel like for group number 3, you are going to be hearing from this person again. Yeah. I would expect to be contacted again. Wow, and then we have the Three of Cups on the bottom here. I do feel like they're going to reach out again. I feel like they're going to be in a happier headspace. They're going to want to hang out with you, want to have fun with you, hang out with you, be with you. Let me. These cards are smaller than the previous group. All right. Tell us more around here. I do see you guys with the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups on the bottom there. I see there being some sort of reunion, or like getting drinks, or like going out or doing something together. I feel like this person's sensitive, and something just hurt them, and it doesn't, I don't know if that was necessarily, or you were even picked up on this. It could have been just triggering something that they have dealt with in the past. Okay, we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yeah, I feel like there's something here with maybe there could be a lot of highs and lows with this person. Maybe some things like, again, I was picking up on, maybe you said something triggered them, and they took it out on you by not talking to you, even though you don't really even know what you did. That's the case for some of you, I feel. So something to look into. Spirit wants you to get to know each other more. Pay attention to red flags, get to know each other more before you make any commitments, before you decide on anything. Just, use your discernment, get to know each other, talk to each other more, because I do see you guys talking again. And then go from there. Don't jump right into things. Get to know each other. Pay attention to red flags. Really work on communication if this is something you want, because I feel like this is more they have to work on communication, because I feel like they are triggered by things and they pull away. But yeah, with proper communication, I feel like, and getting to know each other, and using your discernment, there's definitely guidance coming through for you. Yeah, we have commitment here. With the Two of Cups, I feel like this is someone that thinks of you in a way that they would want to be with you, but I feel like Spirit is calling you to pay attention to things, get to know each other before committing. Differences. Yeah. Being different isn't always bad. The Spirit wants you to pay attention, and that you guys might want different things or communicate in different ways, and that's something to pay attention to. So yeah, really get to know each other before the commitment, understand your differences. But there is energy here. This person definitely is interested in you, wanting that commitment. Let's get another. The differences could even be what maybe has caused the pulling away here. You guys just didn't see a situation the same way. You didn't understand things the same way. Different communication styles. Just, had you guys separate or not communicate here. So communication is so important. Well, with any connection, but definitely for you guys. We have sexual chemistry here. Yeah, this person's definitely very attracted to you. There's a lot of chemistry between you guys, that's for sure. And sometimes in the beginning, or like that sexual chemistry, that chemistry overall, like can I was really wanting people and just being so into them, and sometimes we overlook red flags. Um, and I feel like spirits like take it slow. It's okay to take it slow, but you might want to just take it really quick. But I think in this case, because there's certain things that need to be discussed, looked into. I don't think it's impossible at all for this to turn into a relationship. I just really think going slow is what's being advised here. Let's get some guidance and advice. What wants to come through for group number 3, Spirit? We have messages from the third eye. Okay, pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition, your third eye is telling you things. This could just be feelings that you have. The Queen of Cups is here too. Yeah, very intuitive card. Listen to how you feel, or listen to your thoughts around it. Listen to your intuition. See what messages are coming through, and follow what feels right for you. But a lot of times, our body, our chakras will let us know things before our mind is fully aware. So pay attention, because maybe again, there's a lot of attraction here. You might not be missing out on certain things that are important to know before really getting deep into this. And then we have unraveling. Yeah, there's more to unravel. There's more to learn about this person. There's more to experience. And I think you're going to have plenty of times to do that. So, again, there's no need to just go all in, learn more about each other, enjoy the process. Because there's more to discover, more to find out about this person. And I don't think there's someone that comes out with it right away. And it seems like maybe they pull back when things hurt, or when they get triggered, or whatever this is for your situation. So, and even with the snake, this is like shedding skin, shedding layers even kind of comes through there for me. There's more layers to be shed, more to be learned about this person. And I think Spirit's not saying go, this is for sure going to be great, or this is for sure going to be bad, because I think it's going to be different for each person. And I think there is significance to this connection no matter what. I feel like you're learning a lot, you're growing a lot through this. And it could go either way, honestly. Spirit is saying get to know them and do it, use your discernment. I think that's kind of like what this is. Use your discernment. Follow what's right for you. Alchemy. And then on the bottom of the deck we have shadow. Yeah, even these tough times, or issues that you may have, this person may have, or you guys as a unit may have, you guys can alchemize the shadow. You can alchemize the difficulties and make something beautiful, if that's your path. So it'll take time to get to know each other, get to know, your triggers, your traumas, what you love, what you like, all of that, unravel that over time. And yeah, there are difficulties that come through. There's things that emerge from our shadow, but with the right person, we can alchemize that and make something beautiful out of that, and make a beautiful union here if we're willing to work with each other, communicate with each other, hear each other, listen to each other, all of that. I feel like there could really be something beautiful here. Sorry if you hear my cat eating in the background. But I think that's all that wants to come through for group number 3. So yes, you will hear from them. Use your discernment, take it slow, get to know each other, enjoy the process. Yeah. All right, group number 3, that concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value from this, clarity and insight into your situation. If you did, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can always do so at kittyrising.com. That's linked below. Thank you all again so much for being here. I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 3. I love you.